while, except for back in May, because I've been really busy with stuff with my niece and trying to get everything sorted out for next year, because I'll be going into high school. Extremely nervous. If you guys have any tips for that, comment down below, please. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on that notifications. That way you can get all of my videos whenever I upload them. I'm going to try to start uploading like different like morning routines, night routines, stuff like that. And so today's video is actually a pretty nice one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get down this blanket here. That way my butt is not on the cold floor. It's Kara's Bratz blanket. Make fun of her in the comments.
Do not make fun of me in the comments.
Do it. So we're gonna lay it down. So if you guys haven't already guessed, today's video is about a bunch of different stretches to make it to where you get more flexible. And I actually learned this from Anne McNulty. I'm not entirely sure if I'm pronouncing her name right, so sorry if I'm wrong. Feel free to correct me. But yeah, I want to become as flexible as her. That way I can do this one thing called the alien or the chair. But I think it looks better than the alien. It's basically where your legs are like this, like your feet. And then this part of your body, like your thighs and stuff, go over and like droops down. It's weird. It's hard to do. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and expose my nasty feet. Kara has been forgetting to wake me up, so I can get in the shower in the mornings, which that will be my next video for tomorrow, is my morning routine. And one after that will be my night routine. So I don't really have any yoga clothes or any exercising clothes. I have these. So, and also on Friday I will be doing a hacks video on how to get skinnier, which, as you can tell, I obviously don't need. I need more in my life. But let's get started, okay? Getting off track. So the first stretch that you want to do, and you want to do 5 of these. I'll show the side view and then the front view whenever I'm doing them. So you want to spread your legs to where your toes are pointing out, and this might be a little bit uncomfortable. And the lower you can get, the better your flexibility is. So you want to raise your hands up. This is just to stretch the shoulders, and then you go down and you point your hips outward and place your hands flat on the floor. Now you're going to do that 5 times. I'm going to go ahead and show you the front view. Huh?
Oh, I thought someone was here. It was this one.
Kara! We haven't really learned how to hush in the videos. Just kidding. Just kidding. Anyways, for the front view, you go up. Make sure your toes are pointing as outward as you can. And ignore my hairy pits. Again, Kara's fault. But you want to spread your legs, point your toes outward, hands up, and then you squat and point your hips out. So let's do that 3 more times. Okay, next one, we're gonna give our legs a break and start doing ones in a butterfly pose. The closer in you can get, the better. And I can get pretty far in, but in these jean shorts I can't really get in very far. So you're going to want to get into a comfortable position like this. This is called the butterfly pose. Now I'm going to get up against the wall, that way you guys can see me better. So the first one is neck rolls. You're basically going to spin your neck around in for me it would be clockwise, for you guys it would be counterclockwise. But you want to start off clockwise and just go from here up and around 4 times. Trying to keep your back as straight as you can. And once you get to here, then you can lift your neck up and look around for a minute. That way your neck doesn't start hurting and get stiff. So then you want to do that counterclockwise 4 times. Just up and around, up, down, up, down, up, and down. Whew, that made me dizzy. So, and you just want to stretch out your legs for a minute. That way you don't start hurting. And you want to feel a good stretch. And that way, all throughout here you can get more flexible. Through here can, your back, your arms, your neck, everything. To do most of the poses like Sophia Carson, the really good contortionist, does. You need every part of your body to be flexible. So get back in that butterfly pose. And you're just going to want to take your arm and do like a fist outward. And then take this one and push it against your body. You're going to want to try to keep against the wall for most of these, except for the one that we're going to do after this pose. You're going to want to hold it for about 10 seconds. Once you're done with that, then switch to the other arm. I'm trying to go as slow as I possibly can, that way you guys can follow along with me. That's one problem that I have with most of the YouTubers that I watch, like DIYs and stuff like that, is that I can't follow along with them. So now we're going to switch to the next pose. You're going to want to get off of the wall and stay in the butterfly position. And, sorry, I had to wake Kara up because she was sleeping. You're going to want to raise your arms up and hold them. And then just fold it behind your neck. And trying to stretch out your back and your shoulders as much as you can. Of course, you don't want to start hurting. So if you need to stretch out your legs at all, then go ahead and do that. And now you're going to switch after the 10 seconds to the other arm. Hold that for a few seconds. And for that, we are done. So for this next one, you're going to want to bring in your feet as close as you can. Try to sit up as straight. Okay? So this one is just a back twirl. You're going to want to bring up your arms and then twist to the side and put your arms down. And you're going to push on your feet while holding up the other arm. You're going to hold that for about 15 seconds. And once you get done with that, you're going to lift up your arms. You're going to stop moving. And then you're just going to repeat on the other side. For me, it usually pops my back. So, once you're done with that, you're going to want to just stretch out a little bit. That way you don't obviously start hurting, because some of these stretches can mess you up. So, I'm going to switch my blanket over here. Kara's blanket. I do not claim this monstrosity. And you're just gonna want to like stretch out your legs as far as you can. Mine go underneath the bed with my head almost hitting my bookshelf. I'm a tall child. But you're going to want to bring carefully one leg up and wrap your hands up underneath it and pull as close to your body as you can. For some of you, you might be here, you might be all the way against your body, which I am, but you're going to want to keep most of your body down. You can lift up your other leg as much as you want, but you still want to keep it as flat as possible. So for the next one, you're going to lift up your leg, and you're going to reach forward and try to pull it as close to your body. Some of you might be out here, some of you might be flat against your face. I cannot do that. But you're going to want to just bring it in as far as you can to where you feel like good stretch right through here and right through here. And you're going to just keep it up. And then you're going to want to fold your leg over, keeping your shoulders flat on the ground, Kara. Keeping your shoulders as flat to the ground as possible. And just stretch this leg over your body. And, sorry, Kara is not the best camera person. Well, it's true. I'm just going to do that for a few seconds, Kara. I just got that in the camera. This is a show for everyone, not just adults, just so you know. Do not do that again, because you could get in a lot of trouble. Everyone. So you're just going to repeat those. Again, pulling your knee close to your chest. Ignore my hairy legs. Kara.
What?
All Kara's fault.
Well, maybe she got up at the 3 alarms this morning.
Sorry. I
Yeah.
was about to get up, but then you got up and you turned them off. So you're going to pull it close to your body as possible, as far as you can go, and you're going to feel a stretch right through here and all throughout here. With mine, it kind of hurts because of the jeans. Probably not the best outfit to wear. Yeah, you're going to stretch it close to your body, and you're going to lift your leg up, and you're going to pull it as close to you as possible. I cannot go very far. Just going to hold that for about 15 seconds. And you're going to lay it across your body and just hold it there for about 15 seconds. While you are doing this, again, you should be feeling a stretch right through here, and it should be stretching your back too. And if you can try to keep your back on the ground and still stretch it over, but you still want to get to that like 90-degree angle and keep your shoulders on the floor. Once you are done doing that, I'm going to switch over my blanket one more time. The reason I switched my blanket horizontally was because you guys probably wouldn't be able to see me doing the stretches very well. Alright, so now you're just going to stretch out your legs like this and reach out and grab as close to your feet as you can with keeping your toes pointed forward. And you're just going to do that, and you're going to feel a stretch right through here and right through here. Those are the main parts that we are stretching today. So you're just going to stretch as far as you can. Some of you might have your chest all along here, but you do not, and I know I've said this numerous times in this video, but that is the most important part. You do not want to feel pain, because you could pull stuff, you could break stuff, and that is not good. No bueno. So you're just going to stretch until you feel a nice tightness throughout here. And now, once you're done doing that, do that for about 30 seconds. You're just going to grab your toes. Some of you might be able to grab right here. I'm not flexible. I'm also doing this so I can become more flexible. You do that, and then you grab your toes, and just stretch. About 30 seconds or as long as you can hold. Alright. So the last thing that you do when you want, and I'll have Kara follow me out into the kitchen, trying to keep the camera as level as possible. So we're just gonna go out here. Sorry for it being so loud here. Kara forgot to turn off the TV.
Oh well.
So you're just gonna want to grab your cup, get some nice clean water. We actually have some ice in here. And you're just gonna want to drink a lot of water after this, especially if you're doing more than just this for your exercise. And you're just gonna grab some water. This thing is heavy. And just drink it. The main thing is to make sure that you're nice and healthy and you're not dehydrated. Because if you're dehydrated, then it could mess up your body a lot. It could even kill you. Ignore the very childish drawings that we have on the fridge. And
Yeah. Ignore them. Those are mine.
just want to get this. And get a nice snack out. I love these. These are like amazing. And it even says on the back that it has protein, it has sodium, it has a lot of stuff. But you're just gonna want to have your snack and drink your water, and that's the end for this video. So, Kara will